John, back after a wee New Year's break. Back to it. First game of 2024 against Queen of the South, a team that have given us a wee bit of bother this season, but given the run of form we're on and the result against Stirling Albion before New Year, team high in confidence and looking to do the business.
Yeah, well, first of all, Happy New Year to everyone, all the Falkirk fans. Hope you had a good time over Christmas and New Year, and yeah, back into first game of 24. So you're right, Adam, we've had a couple of difficult games against Queens. They've done very well against us. A narrow win out here late, Brad Spencer cracking effort late in the game, and then one each draw down at Palmerston. So yeah, they've been well organised and made it difficult for us, and I wouldn't expect anything less from Marvin Bartley's team this time around. However, you know, we were in a good place then, and we're still in a good place now. Back at home, our home record's really good. You know, really good at just the one draw at home, and every other game's been a win. And we look to maintain that. We've obviously equalled the record, and we want to try and take that another step further. We want to get that record on our own. So a lot of motivation. We want to start the new third quarter, the new year, third quarter. We've got games back to back, but we are totally concentrating on Queen of the South. As I say, they've been well organised. They've got good players, and they seem to rise to the challenge against ourselves. And so we understand that, and our guys will be ready for it.
And we're arguably in a better position to face them this time with a fully fit squad. Hoping not to jinx that, but everyone's still looking fit ahead of Saturday.
Yeah, we have everyone fit, and we can add Ryan Shanley to the squad that we've got. So yeah. I mean, from that point of view, we are probably better off, and it may well be. I think they've got one or two injuries that they maybe didn't have earlier when we played them. Well, we've got to look after ourselves. We're playing well. Our guys are 8 goals in our last 2 games, no goals against. We want to make it 3 clean sheets in a row. We obviously would like to go and score goals. We're in a very, very attacking team. We've got good pace in our team, goals from all over the place. So yeah, we hope to cause them problems. We definitely look to cause them problems. And I suppose, like, always getting that first goal, so we got the first goal down at Palmerston, but we couldn't get that second goal just to sort of give ourselves a cushion. So we'll be looking to hopefully get that first goal and try to build on it and try to put the game out of the reach of Queens. And it's an opportunity to get 3 points on the board with Hamilton playing later in the day, playing at 5:30. So an opportunity to turn a little bit of pressure onto them. So it's up to us to take the game by the scruff of the neck and continue the way we were playing. Yeah, we'll have to find solutions throughout the game that Queens will be setting up to stop us and try to exploit us. So we're well aware of that.
You mentioned the whole team are obviously performing really well, but one player I wanted to touch on was Calvin Miller. 5 goals last week, and I think he had a part to play in 4 of them, assisting 3, scoring 1. And he's kind of in the form of his life at the moment. How nice is it from your point of view to have a player who's almost unplayable on his day like that?
So pleasing, yeah. So pleasing when we got the opportunity to sign Calvin. I was very pleasantly surprised that there was an opportunity there. He was with Morton in the Championship, and I was delighted when we got the opportunity. Delighted when he signed for us. And you're right, he was actually flying earlier in the season, picked up an injury at Alloa, which he had a great game in that game as well. We picked up that injury in his knee. Thankfully it wasn't as bad as we first feared, but we still kept him out for a wee while. But he's back, and being back a while now, his performance against Hamilton was top drawer. And then Annan as well, and then the game against Stirling Albion, as you say, unplayable. So he's in the form of his life. We're hoping he can continue that, from now to the end of the season. And even spells of Calvin doing that can actually win you the game. So yeah, it'd be so important to us. But we have got threats all over the park, and just like Liam Henderson scoring that goal for us early on. he did the same against Kelty, and we scored 5 up at Kelty, and we scored 5 there against Stirling, and then as I say, against Aaron, you got the 2 centre backs scoring, and it wasn't like headers, so got goals in all areas, and that's how we're very difficult to play against for the opposition, whether it's Queens or Hamilton, or whether it's Annan. Yeah.
A lot of goals and goals coming off the bench as well. Obviously Gary Oliver came on Saturday and scored, and it's, I think, kind of testament to how the first team's performing, that players like that are sitting on the bench. Good to get those players out for minutes in a game like that, and perhaps good to know that you've got that kind of backup of having goals coming off the bench. Yeah,
we've got an amazing bench. I believe nearly every one of them could play in the Championship, never mind in League 1 or League 2. They're top players, and so it speaks volumes for the players on the pitch who are keeping them out of the opportunity to play. So with the scoreline being as it was at half time, we felt we wanted to introduce, you've got to try and keep the guys on the bench motivated. If they're not getting on, it's kind of like a little bit soul destroying as well. We're in a position to do that at the weekend, and getting Gary on at half time, Steve McGlynn on at half time, and Gary with a bit between his teeth, what to prove that he's equally as good as anyone here to go and a cracking goal. The goals we scored were some top drawers goals. And Gary's was right up there, and he had a header that he nearly got another goal from, and his overall performance, it's great when you get goals, but all the other part of the performance is equally as important. Winning the ball back, finding gaps in the defence, playing players in, all that type of thing, and whether it's Gary or whether it's Stephen or any of the other guys, give us, and then we've got half an hour to get Alfie on, Ethan Ross on, Jordan Allen on, all guys who need more minutes to get up to speed again, and give them an opportunity, not just like 10-15 minutes, but a good half an hour for them to get a good feel for it, and to try to influence things. And I thought Alfie did really well down the right side, caused problems for them, got the ball in the box, and Gary scored that goal. Ethan had moments where he was threatening, taking them on, getting in the box, didn't quite get himself a goal, but he again was showing that we, from Calvin doing his stuff to Ethan Ross coming on doing his stuff, really good. And then Jordan buzzing about once he came on as well, and Stephen controlling things in midfield and dropping Aidan Nisbet back. It doesn't matter where you play him, he just does a great job. So obviously we can only get 5 subs on the bench, so it's a bit of one of these ones I can't do any more than put 5 subs on. So it'd been great to get Sean on, and great to get Brad on, and you're probably not going to change too much of the defence if you don't have to, but at the same time these guys have got to get some game time as well, because we never know when we're going to use them. So, but you can only play 5 subs, so it's we're trying to keep the whole squad motivated and giving people an opportunity to show what they can do, and that's it was the type of thing that we did on Saturday. Gave 1 or 2 guys a rest, so we're ready for this week. And that's just trying to manage the squad.
Just lastly, I know the focus is always on what you can do and not the other teams, but with Hamilton having the later kick-off, how crucial is it to get the win and get those points on the board ahead of their kick-off?
Yeah, well, we want to win anyway, but it certainly would then give Hamilton a little bit more pressure. Once if you're 5 clear at the moment, if you go 8 clear by 10 to 5 o'clock on the Saturday, then they know that if they drop points, then that gap's either going to stay like that, or it might be 7 points, whatever, who knows. You've just got to try and put the pressure on. There's been games early in the season where Hamilton were playing before us, and they did very well in winning their games and putting a little bit of pressure on us. I remember the game at Kelty earlier in the season, we were playing later, and obviously Hamilton got the points on the board. So it does make a little bit of difference. On that day we won convincingly, and I'm not suggesting that Hamilton won't, but we've got to go and do our thing, and then it's over to everyone else.
Absolutely. John, thank you very much, and best of luck Saturday.
Thank you.